trailing 5-3. And has not really, it doesn't feel like he's been involved in the last 3 frames.
Well, I think Judd needs to roll the dice a little here. I think he ought to consider playing a couple of thick safeties, get the balls in open play and just try and create the style of frame that he's more accustomed to.
Can he stop that clock? There it is. So he's in. But what damage can he do? And like you say, just change the energy of the match back in his favour.
He's got to play his style of snooker. I know it's not working tonight. His pot success is very low. But he needs to just up the tempo because he's averaging 25 seconds a shot. When do you ever see Judd playing that slowly? It's because he's having to ponder difficult positions on the table. He's had to play a lot of safety as well, and that's not Judd's style of play. So he's got to change things here. He's got one chance.
Seven. Thirteen.
Rather high on this pink. He needs to go into the pack of reds here. If he plays it the way I feel he needs to get the reds open, he'd be really risking missing the pot on the pink. He'd have to play it with a lot of top and a lot of right-hand side.
Judd on 14.
At this stage, you just couldn't afford for that to happen. And worse still, he has got reds into play, of course.
And I think because Judd is struggling, Kyren doesn't feel that pressured at the moment. The only pressure I think that's on Kyren currently is the fact that he's one frame away from a place in tomorrow's final, which of course means a terrific amount. So there's pressure there, but not necessarily a great deal of pressure that Judd is putting on him.
7.
Kyren expected to be on the pink to the left corner. It's worked out really well, though. Perhaps even better for Kyren if the pink goes onto the black spot.
14.
If kyren wants to go into the reds, it won't be easy with that pink there, because the pink would cannon the red just next to it. And both red and pink could deflect away from the pack of reds and not bring any into play.
50.
But he's just about held for the black. And there's one more loose red that he can play for here.
Twenty-two. Twenty-three.
Well, it's clearly going to be about the next time he
20.
goes into the reds. In terms of if he wins frame and match here. Rest pot success 78% for Wilson. That's like 20%, isn't it? But if he can pot this one, then he's still going in the frame. He needs to get this done.
29.
Probably wanted to play for the red above the black into the left corner, but because of the angle he has on the black, may have to play it into the right corner. And if he lands just low on it, he may be able to pot it and just nudge into the reds whilst playing for pink or black. Oh, that's perfect. He will be cannoning the reds.
30.
Just needs to make sure he's on pink or black here.
Thirty-seven.
Brought one red out into the open, but now the pink's gone back onto its spot. It's difficult to access.
43.
So kyren has a chance here to potentially play for a bulk colour actually, and just delicately go into those four reds. You can see his pot success 92%. That's good. Doesn't seem that high. Been a lot of errors made this evening.
42.
And that has not landed well for kyren. He may still need to consider this blue, but it's thinner than it should have been. All may not be lost. Those two reds could be a plant, you know.
49.
Well, if kyren were to hit the first red slightly on the top side, it would actually deflect. It's called a reverse plant, this. If kyren actually plays off the first red slightly on the blue side, it would actually deflect the second red towards the pocket. I'd be having a go at this, I can promise you.
Well, it's a big decision. With all the other reds now in play. Can't blame him for taking his time and thinking it over. Here we go. And he's on the pink too, right middle. Judd Trump must be very concerned now. And perhaps a little confused about where this went wrong tonight. He was playing so well coming into the match. He won what looked like a crunch frame
56.
to lead 3-2. But he's made very little impact on the contest since.
57.
Wilson needs 2 more pots. Once again, he's shown his mettle.
64. 65.
And there's the little clenched fist that tells you he knows he's in the Masters final. Disappointment for Trump. He didn't replicate his earlier performances in the tournament tonight. And it feels like Kyren Wilson maybe owes Shaun Murphy one. It's 8-3 to Murphy. There's some big wins there.
72.
A final where he won 9-1 in Wales. A semi-final at the Crucible where Wilson had been in front. Their last meeting, the Tour Championship, where Wilson led early on but lost out 10-7. Promises to be someday here on Sunday.
$80.
Well, he's been trying to make a century break all evening. Can he finally make one?
81.
Well, still on the yellow to the middle.
86. 91. 95.
Oh, what a way to seal victory. Blue for his first century of the tournament. He just needed one chance to win the clinching frame. Once again, the world champion impressing on the big stage. It'll be such a satisfying victory, but he won't be happy unless he wins his first Masters title on Sunday. He's in the final. He dominated the second half of this match. Judd Trump will be disappointed, but Kyren Wilson is delighted. So the final of the Masters in 2025 is Kyren Wilson against Shaun Murphy.
Kyren, you played like a champion tonight. Brilliant victory.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, delighted to make my second Masters final. I said to Judd just before we were about to break off, I said, wow, what an atmosphere. I had goosebumps walking down. It was incredible, so thank you very much for that.
And he's a 3-time major event winner this season, but that is your third victory over him. This is a great rivalry that you two are developing, and you're inspiring each other to new heights.
Yeah, I hope so. He's, you know, I can't speak on behalf of Judd, but he's certainly doing that for me. He's been so successful over the past couple of years, and he is so hard to beat. I think sort of in many years ago, he would have kind of got a bit frustrated, played a bit of a reckless shot and throw me in the balls, but now he's able to sort of take his medicine, play safe and make it difficult for me. So I really had to dig in today. I wasn't 100%, but thank you to the crowd because they give me the adrenaline I needed.
And you'll need the adrenaline again tomorrow. It's you and Mr. Maximum for the Paul Hunter Trophy. What an occasion it's going to be.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't make another Maximum because I think he'll be on for a fortune, won't he? So, yeah, Sean's been playing incredible all week. Yeah, so it's a battle of Northamptonshire in the final, so looking forward to it.
So are we. See you tomorrow. Kyren Wilson.
And that confirms it. We now know our final for the 2025 Masters. It will be Kyren Wilson and Shaun Murphy. Two fantastic players. Shaun Murphy feels he's in the form of his life. And in terms of what Kyren Wilson is talking about, he feels like he can be absolutely anybody. And Ronnie, you were watching every single shot of that.